Hello everyone and welcome back to Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Onima. My name is Yusha X and today, ignore that multi-roll, we've got a new banner out. We are going to be going through, let's hop up to the world map, Act 4, Chapter 5, Part 2. We're gonna stick with our party because I'm not sure what the focus is. So we'll see what it is with the first cutscene, and if it's different, we'll change our party, obviously. So we're going into here. I'm hoping it's 8 focused. Oh, it's got 5 music. Okay. Gather to the light. I found you at last, X-Death. This time I will stop you, you persistent old fool. That trembling, is it the crystals? I don't have time to waste on an insect like you. Wait! Where could he have gone? Our allies are up ahead. We have to follow them. Jack and Neon. So last time I did replace Neon in my main team. Good, the link between the crystals have been established. I'm going to turn this down. Now we only need to strengthen the resonance and the crystals will be drawn to this place. Then let us stoke the flames of conflict with Selphus once again, and in a moment of our plans we'll... Wait! I won't surrender the crystals to you, their power belongs to me. And you are such a brazen fellow. That reward is justly ours. What right do you have to take it from us now? I sense something in you, an ambition that far exceeds your station. An ambition to shatter the crystals of this world and merge with it the old one, am I right? But how do you know that? You can hide nothing from me, an insect like you shouldn't even try. It was Kamalunt that did it. As if I would ever let you lay your unworthy hands on the crystals. Not so fast. There is only one crystal whose destruction doesn't matter to our plans, is there not? Do you speak of the new crystal? Then there is no need to explain. You're right. Yes, of course, do that with that one as you will. Even you are unsure if the quick crystal's destruction would actually merge the worlds, yes. Why not test the waters first? I sense an ulterior motive in this proposal. But I have wanted to see this new crystal for myself. Very well, I hope you won't be needing it for anything. If I accidentally destroy the crystal, you better not hold me against it. Mwahahaha. That fool. That was foolish. Not if it works out to our benefit. Let us see. Okay, so we're going to stick with our party of Selphus, Leon, and Preach for now. Even though it is playing 5 music. A lot of 5 going around. So we are on the new parts, we're back to quest level 60. So yeah, a lot of 5 focused in these past few chapters. But I do love the 5 battle music. And you know, it is one of the best. It is the best. Well, gameplay wise, it's a really good game. light through the darkness. Strange, even with stealth as far from the crystals, he can still sense their stirring. He's connected deeply with them. He can probably feel when they're becoming unstable. That must mean that a crystal, as a crystal, stealth is immensely powerful. Then what matters is not his location. That boy becomes more fascinating with each revelation. But Cryo cannot stop him with bearing this burden. For their sake, we must stop the residents. I doubt Kamalunt and eldernarche are finished with the crystals yet. We have to find a way to stop them before something terrible happens. You're right, we'll all have to put our heads together. Indeed, a disturbance of this magnitude would draw everyone's attention. Kelgar must be here, it's just a matter of finding him. Selthus, has anything changed? Is there anything we can do? Please tell us. We've lots of other friends that can help out. We'll find a way to make this better. Torsion, someone is coming through. Ha ha ha, I found it, the new crystal. Where is it? I can sense its energy. You are the crystal. You don't look like any crystal I've seen. What do you want? They knew who you were and still urged me to destroy you. This throws a wrench in my plans. I can only hope to merge the worlds with one such as him, but this may not be a complete waste of my time. You may not shatter like the other crystals, but I can batter you all the same. And the energy of the conflict will be mine. Such pure energy, purer than I could have hoped. No, I'll be taking this. Where is this darkness coming from? What have you done? Prepare to die, Exter. You again. Gonna run. What about your precious energy? Tainted energy is useless to me. Just you wait. This isn't over yet. Jack, Neon, you came, and with a new ally it seems. Are you okay? Carl said that Selthus was in danger. Kilgar, I thought you might be here. Galuf, what are you doing here? What is this place? I thought he knew. Does he still not know that this is a different world? Excuse me. Oh. Very zoomed in this. So yeah, they're going back to SF5 then, huh? I wonder if this is... Is this a hint by Team Ninja? Because Team Ninja did Strangers of Paradise, and they've now got Kelgar teaming up with Jack and Neon out of nowhere. Oh, it's got to be happening, right? I mean, Strangers of Paradise was a success. So, and I have said in the past that they could... if they were to make another Final Fantasy Origins game, they could do it with Final Fantasy V. Because, well, they could do it with Final Fantasy 3 as well. Woo! Very good. Been a long day. They could do it with Final Fantasy 3 with the Warriors of Darkness instead of the Warriors of Light. But what I've said is with Final Fantasy 5, ooh, there's a portal there. With Final Fantasy 5, something that's never been really told is the Warriors of Dawn story. So, and it's a sort of prequel. It'll be a sort of prequel to Final Fantasy V. So, they could do, they could call it Warriors of Dawn Final Fantasy Origins. And technically that is an origin story to what FF5 eventually came out to be. I wonder where this map's going to take us then. This is a very small map. Regrets left behind. Is this an interlude? You made it, Kelgar. Thanks for coming to the aid of our allies. I sensed something amiss in this world and worried that you might be in danger. But to think we would be reunited like this. Even Dorgan is here. I heard that you'd been killed. And I heard the same about you, but we're here in this world regardless of our old fates. Judge and Realm told us you were here. They described an old man in the form of a wolf, and I knew it must be you. Ah, I remember them well, a fine group of fighters. So the allies they spoke of were my old comrades in arms. That is heartening news. How did you fall in with Jack and the others? I understand they were not the welcoming type. I came to their aid in a battle against the vicious monsters. I have been with them ever since. Are we going to get something about it? Neon told me much about this world and the crisis it faces. They were on their way to meet a companion named Astos, who first sensed the disturbance in the crystals. I see. I'm glad that these coincidences led to our reunion. Ah, this must be fate, the fact that we are all together. And the fact that you came to my son's aid when I was unable. Indeed, there are not many who could so deftly withstand my lupine attack. Imagine my surprise when I found out he was your son. That was a surprise for me too, finding out that my father was from another world. I can imagine it was our fault that he had to stay behind. Well, I was stubborn back then. I wouldn't let it be any other way. At the time, sealing Exdeath away was all I could think about, but we should have discussed what to do afterwards. I bear the responsibility for rushing matters. It wasn't your fault. No, understand now. As an old man with a family I hold dear, Galuf had a kingdom to protect and you had a tribe to look after. Even Zesat had a reason to return. I was the only one who could have stayed behind without regrets and still have none. Dorgan, you would forgive me? There's nothing to forgive. We are and always have been your friend. Of course, thank you. Oh, good for you, Kelgar. Now you don't have to beat yourself up anymore. But what about your sickness? I recall that in our world you were bedridden. Since coming here, it appears that my illness has all but vanished, so allow me to fight by your side. The crystals are in danger once again. We must stop X-Death once and for all. Wait, that's not the only problem we're facing. It's actually a bit complicated. So we got a bit of a reunion there. I hope they do another game of Final Fantasy Origins. Obviously not the one with strangers. It'd have to be a different game. Jack's done, he's had his time. Let's try something else. What else could be a sequel to Final Fantasy Origins? Oh, I mean a prequel. Like I say, FF3 there's a possibility with the Warriors of Darkness. FF5 obviously with the Warriors of Dawn. I guess they could do FF10. With Jet, Braska and Auron. And I'm surprised that SE never did anything like that. It's a sort of add-on. I mean, they can't do 7 because that's already a compilation by SE at the moment. Nothing in 8 really. Nothing in 12. Definitely not 13 again. We don't want to see that. 15 probably not with the king. Sean, Ben, Bean. Just what game are you two playing? That crystal is a person. How could such a thing exist? If we told you, you wouldn't believe us. Better you saw it with your own eyes. But I can't shatter such a thing. I can't merge the worlds. That is precisely why we must make the crystals resonate. Only then can we draw out their concentrated power. But every time that boy fights, the crystal's power flows forth with him. And each time that happens, it draws the attention of more of his allies. We must act at once. You needn't tell us. We would never let that traitor live for long. So you know him? Well, let us just say that this is the 3rd time we've sought a path to paradise. Those imperfect fools are incapable of comprehending the nature of the world and getting our way time and again. So we must rid ourselves of them and remake the world in its perfect form. Remake the world? It isn't power that you seek. Power? What a useless and stupid thing. We endeavour only to elevate humanity to a new plane of existence. Any who resist do so at their own peril. Selfless is nothing but a scared little boy, unable to accept the change he's undergone. Unable to see the magnificence of the vision we've been gifted with. Even so, every situation has many aspects. My brother and I may share the same ideals, but he doesn't hesitate to abandon me. An unforgivable betrayal, yet I am still here. We cannot suffer the lowly Kulu to stand against us. Regardless of the reality of the situation, they must pay for their impudence. Yes, we must make them remember their place. They want to guide humanity to a new world. What's the point? Their goals are laughable, but I can tolerate them until the power of the crystals has been drawn out. What happens after that is what's most important. FF4, I can see them doing something with the Lunarians. We're definitely on part 2 here. I don't think this is an interlude. And I don't think this was part 1 either. We definitely finished part 1, so this is definitely part 2. Ooh, another event. Gratitude. Wonder if this is selfless. Of course I am glad to see you, but your arrival is surprising nonetheless. You guys were really off doing your own thing, huh? Yeah, and even we could tell that something is off with the world. Astos has been keeping us in the loop, but I'd appreciate a report on the current situation. Certainly, a young boy has appeared whose body has turned into a crystal, causing Kamalunt and eldernarche to set a new scheme in motion. Kamalunt, right? I remember him. They hope to use the power of the crystal to open a pathway to their old world and remake it in their ideal image. The world is becoming unstable because they're siphoning too much energy from it. They can do what they want. Well, they're not the only ones plotting. You know, in time we'll have others to contend with. For one, we have Exeth trying to merge the worlds and take the power of the Void for himself. If that happens, light and darkness will disappear and you won't be able to make the light stronger. So you can't really say that nothing that happens in this world will affect yours, right? We'll handle our worlds ourselves. Nothing about that can be changed, but... I owe Astos, so I'll help you out. Besides, this is a good chance to see just how powerful your light has become. Show me how much you've grown. If you'll help, that's good enough for me. Now that's settled, mind if I ask what's up with this boy who's turned into a crystal? It was a choice he made to protect his world from the darkness. He chose an eternal vigil and gave up his body in the process. I see, we may walk different paths, but we both chose a long and difficult struggle. However, the resonance seemed to be causing him no shortage of distress. It's not so bad now, I think, thanks to Shalota. Oh, really? How do you know? Kral has the ability to speak with animals. She can sense emotions quite keenly. I think it's because Selfless is a crystal that I can hear him so clearly. Wow, that's impressive. You're like Astos. You aren't artificial and you aren't a dark crystal. Dark crystal? Like the one that Exeth made? Yeah. No, not like those. That's the same dark crystal that Kefka used. They still exist in this world. We found it over there. He scattered them all over the place. Yeah, he made them with the crystals which were originally used to make mannequins. If they're not storing darkness yet, then I guess there's nothing to worry about. If you want it, you can have it. They're only bad things in the wrong hands. Okay, is that going to teleport us? No. Well, let's do this. As I've said, these secret areas, these unlock areas have a significance to what's going on. So yeah, nothing much going on this week. Nothing really exciting to talk about. I have started uploading VODs to the YouTube channel, so as I said, we're on Twitch, X as well. Streaming every day, Monday to Friday. Usually start about 10 o'clock. Friends through battle. Koga, how have you been, old man? What happened after you left? I've been worried. I have been well, unfortunately. I am glad to see you appear to be in high spirits. Imagine my surprise when I found out these guys ran into the legendary Kelga. You brought another unfamiliar face, but I've heard her. You're one of Jack's allies. Neon, and I'm not looking to test my strength anytime soon. Don't worry, I'm not like Rubicante. I just wanted to ask how you met Kelga. I came upon them as they were locked in battle with a vicious monster. I left to their aid, but by the way they fought, my sword was hardly needed. Jack actually told him to get out of the way. And when I saw the way he handled the blade, I knew he was a warrior worth his salt. When we got to talking, he told us that even he could sense something was wrong with the world. So is that obvious then? Well, the most obvious signs was when I encountered Exter. I asked him if he was behind this, but he teleported away like the coward he is. But luckily others were already investigating this world's ills, so I decided to join you as fast as I could. Good, that Kelgar meet Astos. That dark elf has been a big help from the way he looks. I'm surprised he's been able to manage it. He barely weighs a thing, so I don't know where he finds the energy, but he's as strong as any of us. When I saw how old Kelgar was, I got worried, but he's pretty tough for his age. No doubt about it, he gave me a run for my money. Have you heard of the lupine attack? Jack learned a thing or two from that. I wish I could have seen it. Kelgar too fast, so fast can't see. It's good that you're capable, but remember not to overdo it. She's right, you don't want to fall sick again. Huh? You were sick? You saw how I fought, did you not? The sickness is far behind me, worry not. Well, if you say so, I'll treat you like any other warrior. I can tell you're a kind heart. I must felt pretty good to have a bunch of new grandkids, huh? Please, Jet, I received enough taunting from Gala. Grandkids? Me? I guess that's fine. Oh, okay, that was it. Nice-hearted. But that is going to do it for now. Obviously, these will be split into 3 parts. We'll be moving on next in part 2 of part 2. So I'm off for now. Have a good one, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.